I forgot my stand and I don't have my mic, but I wanted to make this video today because I encounter so many people that are at a crossroads. They feel like a failure in their life because they want to make changes but are afraid of going all in. I know what that's like. I have a story I'm going to tell that is one of my best examples, and I want you to know, if you have that idea, maybe you're not that far off from what is your reality that you're calling in. So 10 years ago today, I decided that I wanted to become an actor, and I went all in. I quit my good job. I cashed out one of my 401ks and I moved to LA to become an actor. And I didn't know anything about acting, had no acting friends, no acting experience. I just bought an outdated book at a bookstore before I left for LA, and I signed up for an acting class. So I went there the first day, and I had decided before I even walked in that door, I am an actor. I'm not going to be an actor. I'm not thinking about being an actor. I'm an actor. And I thought, how do actors act? How do they dress? And I started embodying that. I was so nervous. I threw up in the bathroom, and one of the acting coaches asked me to do an improv scene, which I had only read about improv before with a very experienced actor, and I wasn't going to say no. So I jumped in, went all in, and I wasn't going to accept no as an answer. And 6 months later, I ended up booking my first national commercial. And if I didn't decide, if I didn't go all in, it wouldn't have happened. That's the difference between going, I think I'm going to do it, I think I'm going to be what I want to be, versus I am that, and you're making it happen. You're aligning with that. That's becoming your reality, and that's becoming your norm. And that's honestly what everyone gets caught up in, a manifestation. You have to hold your breath and do 10 steps. No, it's just you deciding, this is it. This is it. This is what I want. I have an idea. Maybe I don't know how to get there. And that's where I help people with my consultations, with the one-on-ones, helping with taking the next logical step. Because essentially that's what you do. You say, okay, I want to be this, whatever it is. And then you start embodying that. Whether you dress like that, you start going to the places that person goes, and start speaking the way that that person speaks, and that becomes who you are. And I just want people to know this, because it's easy to be like, well, just do it. And then people get stuck and going, I don't know how to do it. You have to know it really is as simple as taking the next logical step. I've even had moments myself where I say, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to call in the right opportunities. I'm going to call in the right people that are going to help me with my career path. I'm going to call in the right places to live. I'm going to call in the right people that want to help me, and it's a mutually beneficial friendship or relationship or partnership that we have, that we move towards. And it can really just be as simple as that. So that's where I often find people that are stuck in the middle. They don't know how to move to the next step. And it's really just that simple of saying, I'm all in. I'm not going to take no for an answer, and I'm going to make it happen. And I'm just taking the next logical step. One of my favorite books is called, my mind went blank here. Oh, Think and Grow Rich. I love Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it's a book about making money, but not just that. It's about, one section in there talks about going all in. When you don't have a safety net, you have no choice. You are going to succeed. And just having that mindset alone can change your reality. I truly believe that we have multiple realities, and that is essentially how we're quantum shifting through our reality. There's reality where I wasn't an actor. There's reality where I'm miserable and depressed. There's reality where I'm king of the world. multiple different realities that we can be in. But with our decisions, we're constantly making shifts. Sometimes you can make a big shift, sometimes it's just slight shifts. But by having that clear intention, this is what I want, I'm not going to take no for an answer, I'm going to bring this into my reality by calling it in, and then everything starts to conform around you, and the opportunities sometimes are just landed at your feet. By just having that where you're open to it, like, hey, that could happen, that I have that idea, that means that there's a reality where this is existing, and I'm just going to take the next logical step and make it happen. So if you feel like you need support in your journey, my name is Kara. I do consultations on my site, Soma Shaman, where I help people see the bigger picture, something I enjoy. I absolutely love hearing success stories and hearing people completely change their life and transform it. But if you're here right now and you are feeling that, like, I just don't know what to do, take a breath, make it clear what you want, decide, and know that you're just taking the next logical step. And you're calling in the right opportunities, you're going to see massive shifts in your life. I promise you. Comment below. I want to hear about amazing things that you have attracted into your life. I want to hear amazing stories. I love hearing success stories. I did my previous video on my current job that I have, that I attracted into my life, that I had to apply 4 times, and the 5th time I got the job, but I just knew that it was going to happen. And I am so thankful that I pushed that through and made it happen. And created that, manifested. What is manifesting? It's the result of what we create in our reality. So if you need some support, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.